I never planned on making this video. I've always been a little scared of what people would think. That's just how I've always been. I haven't posted much of anything in the last 2 years. Every once in a while, something useless. But I do read your messages and your comments, and a lot of them say the same thing. So I decided to make this video. I'm finally ready to give you guys the truth. The truth about why I've been gone for so long and what my plans are right now for this channel. So if you have some time, please watch this whole video. I know it's kind of long. Get some food if you need to, or a drink. Just let me tell you a little bit about my life. Many of you already know this, but I was a music artist in South Korea. I was signed on a label from September 2011 to November 2013, and I released a debut album, 2 EPs, and 1 single. Here's what you might not know. When I left Korea, I didn't exactly leave on perfect terms. I was in debt. A lot of debt to my company. And to be honest, a lot of it was because of decisions I had no knowledge of until it was too late. I might tell you more about that another time, but point is, I was in debt. And as a result, I hadn't been able to release any new music for an extremely long period of time. As an artist, it was frustrating, not being able to release the music that I was creating, and I felt helpless. Don't get me wrong, living in Korea was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life, and I wanted to stay. I really did, but I knew my situation wasn't changing, and that it was time for me to move on. So I went to my company, and I told them that I wanted to go back home. They were really understanding, and they put together a termination contract for me. But like I said earlier, I still owed them money. So in my termination contract, there were some parts of it stating that if I wanted to release more music, I had to do a bunch of things, like let them know, I had to inform them of everything. From what I understood, they pretty much had to be there every step of the way. And to me, that meant that I could potentially see no return from any future music that I made, because under their supervision, I'd always have a looming debt over my shoulders. And I hate bringing money into things that I'm passionate about, but that was really discouraging for me. Think of spending all your time on something that you love to do, but never getting paid for it. For a long time, I didn't think there was anything wrong with that. But as I got older, I started to realize you can't rely on your parents forever. At some point, you have to be able to support yourself. My long-term plan for this channel has always been to gather an audience and eventually release my own music. And the thought of never being able to support myself financially from my own music made it really difficult for me to become motivated about uploading videos. So once my contract ended, I returned to Canada and I decided to make a new start for myself. I threw music out of my mind. I was just looking for a new beginning. I didn't even want to think about the contract or anything. So I decided to get some real world experience. I had never actually had a normal job, so I tried a lot of things. I worked as a dishwasher in a bar and grill place. I worked as a dishwasher again in a pho place. I got tired of washing dishes pretty quickly, so I got a job at a rehearsal studio, which got me back to music a little bit. But I wanted to be involved in music more directly. So I went to audio school for 7 months, just to learn more about audio production. My big plan was to get a job in a recording studio, but unfortunately, it wasn't that easy. I contacted every single studio that I could find, just to work there for free as an intern. And it didn't seem to matter where it was, I wasn't having any luck. And once again, I was stuck. I didn't know what to do. So, like anyone who doesn't know what to do, I talked to my parents about it. And we agreed that if I wasn't having any luck finding studio work, then I might as well go back to school for real and get a diploma. When I went to Korea, I went pretty much right after I finished high school, so I never actually finished any post-secondary education. So that's exactly what I did. I thought that if I couldn't do audio production, and I still wanted to be involved in music somehow, then maybe I could help organize music festivals or something like that. So I enrolled at George Brown College in an event planning program. I don't think I've ever been in a class where I was practically the only guy, but that's what this entire program was pretty much. Almost every class was like me, a few other guys, and a giant group of girls who all wanted to be wedding planners. So yeah, that was my life for around 2 years. But while I was in college, I had a lot of time to think about what I was going to do after I graduated, but more importantly, what I really wanted to do with the rest of my life. And the more I did this program, the more I realized that my true passion wasn't really in organizing music festivals. It never was. And it's taken me a really long time to figure this out, but this entire time, all I've really wanted to do was make music for you guys. Looking at it now, it seems like something so obvious that I should have figured out a long time ago. But I guess some things just don't click right away. So I contacted my old manager from Korea recently, and I asked him what he thought. And I got some good news back. Turns out, a lot has changed in the company since I've been gone. And I've pretty much been given the go-ahead to be able to do what I want. And I couldn't be happier. I don't regret the past 2 years. I have grown a lot as a person, I've met some amazing people, and I'm happy I was able to finish college. And I feel like if I'm going to take a risk with my career path in life, then now's the time to do it. I've given this decision a lot of thought, and I always come to the same conclusion. In 5 or 10 years, I don't want to be getting up in the morning to go to a job that I don't really like, only to be too exhausted to do what I really love by the time I get home. So I've decided to give this another go, and really focus my efforts into making music on this channel. And I need your help. To help support myself, I've started a Patreon. If you've never heard of it, it's an online platform that helps creators make a living off of their content. So for me, that would be like covers and original music. For every music-related video I upload, you can now pledge an amount of money to help support me in my goal of being able to do this full-time. It can be $1, $2, $5, it's completely up to you. If you're still confused, let me give you an analogy. It's like if you saw me busking on the street and you left me a tip of however much you wanted, only it's like an online version of that. Before going any further, I want to make it clear that this does not affect my channel in any way. It's absolutely your choice. You'll still be able to watch all the new covers and the new music that I upload. It's just here as an option for those of you who would like to support me in creating new music and are able to do so. I don't want your money if you need it more than I do. If you do decide to help me out, I have a lot of perks and extras for all different patron levels, some of which I think are pretty cool, just saying. And Patreon is very flexible. You can set a limit to the amount of money you want to be contributing each month, so you'll never be overcharged. But like I said, it's completely up to you. I'm not doing this to pressure you guys. I'm just letting you know that the option is there if you're interested. I don't take your support for granted, and I want you to know every bit of funding I get from Patreon goes right back into the channel. And just being honest, a small portion helps feed me so I don't die. If you are interested in what you can get as one of my patrons, then please click on the link to my Patreon in the description of this video where you can find all of the details. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I know I kind of rambled on about my life for a while, but I hope I explained myself well enough. Thank you so much for watching, and please leave a comment if you can. I love reading them. I'll see you in a new video very soon. Like, for real this time. Love you guys. Bye.